What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button. Hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. And with this video, we are jumping into the one-shot of Devil's Reign Moon Knight. If you have not been keeping up with Moon Knight, Devil's Reign, Daredevil, anything going on with this event, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. But Devil's Reign Moon Knight, it is taking us to prison. A bunch of superheroes, they have been arrested under the orders of Mayor Fisk and his no vigilante law. With Moon Knight getting caught up, he finds himself locked up in prison with some of the worst individuals. Many of them he is put here himself. And I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me so much of Watchmen. And while I love the comic, I'm actually talking about the movie, where Rorschach is in prison and he says that you guys are locked in here with me. Because that is exactly what is happening in this issue. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up with 8-Ball. And 8-Ball, he's trying to figure out why he never got picked for the Thunderbolts. With Wilson Fisk out here picking all of these individuals, 8-Ball says that he's taken on the likes of Spider-Man, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Sleepwalker. He's gone toe-to-toe with all of them. And while he would love to be on the Thunderbolts team, being in here might be a little bit of a vacation for him. Keep him out of trouble while all of the chaos is breaking out on the streets. Asking his new cellmate who he is and what brought him here, he says that it has to do with the mask laws. Asking what his name was out on the street, he lets him know that his name was Moon Knight. Picking up a little bit later, everyone in the cafeteria, we see that 8-Ball, he's more or less shunned by everybody. None of the villains want really to sit with him or anything to do with him. They all brush him off, they all make him go sit by himself. 8-Ball more or less is being the joke around here, with Captain Confusion coming up to him and trying to start some beef, trying to take his food and bully him around. From behind him, this is where we see Moon Knight grabbing his hand and letting him know that he better leave his cellmate alone. Captain Confusion asking who he is supposed to be. Moon Knight lets him know he is the one that put that moon scar on his forehead. As soon as he hears this, he goes running in the opposite direction, with Moon Knight sitting down with 8-Ball. 8-Ball has to ask, why aren't you sitting with all of the other superhero types that have found themselves locked up in here, letting him know that they might have all got pinched for the same reason when the Thunderbolts came in and they swept everybody up. But he is no more welcome with them than 8-Ball would be with all of the villains. The truth is, he is the outcast. Moon Knight really only has one question for 8-Ball, asking him, where is Man Mountain Marco? And Marco, he gets special privileges. The guards let him eat alone and with real food, not this cafeteria prison food that everyone else gets, because Marco is the king in the cage, with the guards having their own little brawls, their own UFC fights, their own Thunderdome inside the prison. Marco is the king, currently the reigning champ. He doesn't have to mix with the population. He gets his own isolation and solitude. With Moon Knight learning this information, he gets up, he walks over to Captain Confusion, grabbing his head and smashing it into the table, trying to stir up some trouble, telling him that they should meet up sometime. A bunch of first-class losers, and that is all they will ever be. Taking us a little bit later, 8-Ball has to ask the question, what the heck were you thinking? Why did you start all of that beef? Moon Knight says he's just trying to make friends, with one of the guards coming up, grabbing him, and bringing him into the showers. And as soon as he makes his arrival, this is where Captain Confusion and his crew, they are waiting for him. In a matter of moments, we see Moon Knight come out of the showers covered in blood, and every single one of those goons, they have been taken down. The guard in complete disbelief. Moon Knight asks him one question, where is the real fighting? I hear that you guys have a fighting match going on, and I would like to throw my hat into the ring. Moon Knight wants a shot at the title, and that's what takes us to our first bout. bout, Moon Knight vs. Boomslang. His only request for doing these fights is that he wants a mask. Giving him his face, he puts on the mask and he brutally beats the crap of every single one of these competitors. From Mr. Fish to Killer Shriek and Cactus Massacre, he is making his way up the title. He is finding his way to the man mount known as Marco. And Marco comes to taunt him, tries to let him know that he is no match for him. That if he is coming for his title, if he wants to be the reigning champ, then he is gonna have to come with whatever he has. Whatever is much bigger and better than what you have been bringing currently. And of course, Moon Knight, he is not intimidated in the slightest. He's not worried about Marco, but this is the match. Bout 7, this is the title match. This is what it was all for. As he begins to walk into the ring, letting him know the first man to ever kill him was Raoul Bushman, and he was a ruthless war criminal. The real deal, 1,000 of corpses to his name. And in comparison to Marco, Marco is nothing more than a 2-bit street corner thug. With the fight getting underway, Marco goes to throw the first punch, and Moon Knight countering him every step of the way. He is making the Man Mountain bleed, because this is not where Moon Knight dies. In this arena, in this cage, this is where he lives. This is where he works. This is a holy place dedicated to violence. Consecrated with blood, this is his temple. With Marco just getting his butt handed to him, he tells Moon Knight that he is freaking insane. This guy is an absolute sociopath. But this is when we cut to the past. With Moon Knight taking a huge hit from Marco, we find out why Moon Knight is actually in prison. A young woman had come to him. A young woman by the name of Judith Court. She used to be married to Marco. Now her ex-husband. They have a child together, with Marco leaving after the child had been born, never seeing her again. Now being 12 years old, her powers have manifested. Her powers exactly like her father's. Because of this, Marco, using his influence, is trying to do whatever he can to take that child from her, with Judith concerned that her life is going to be in danger and that her daughter will be taken after her death. Moon Knight making the promise that they are under his protection. We see Moon Knight in current time. He jumps up, grabs hold of Marco, and he tells him a little secret. The secret being that there is no cop, there is no third-tier supervillain that could imprison him and do anything that he didn't want to do. The truth is, Moon Knight wanted to get arrested. He allowed himself to be arrested so he could come in here and he could find Marco. He came here to teach him a lesson and to also deliver a message. The message is that he will never see his ex-wife or daughter ever again, with Marco making a joke about it, saying that when he does finally catch up with Judith, he is going to ensure that she suffers because of what Moon Knight is doing right now. And in this arena, Moon Knight, he begins to feel like him old self. The old days, the dog days, the wild dog days. Letting Marco know that he was given a choice to remember that, because you're going to regret not listening to what I had to say. Being blood drunk and murder hungry, Moon Knight grabs hold of Marco's face, taking his thumbs and driving them into his eye socket, letting him know that he told him he would never see his ex-wife or daughter again. And he meant that literally. With his hands soaked in blood, the guards, they come rushing in as Marco is screaming in agony, with his eyes being literally plucked out of his face. With Moon Knight charging at the guards, they put him down on the ground and he ends up in solitary. And while he's in solitary, 8-Ball cleaning the floors, having a conversation with him through the door. 8-Ball has to ask the question, you let yourself get pinched. Like, why would you do that? And Moon Knight lets him know that this place, it couldn't hold Captain America, and he's just one guy. And right now, this prison is holding a bunch of heroes, to include Reed Richards. Like, do you really think that this prison can hold them? It is only going to be a matter of time before they make their escape. And so while Moon Knight, he seems pretty confident that they're gonna come and rescue him, 8-Ball has to ask, why are you so confident? Especially after everything that you just did. And plus, you said they kinda don't like you, so why would they rescue you? Moon Knight letting him know that the truth is they don't like him, and they don't have have to like him. When they break out of here, they are going up against Wilson Fisk. They are going to try to take this city back. And for a fight like that, you are going to need a wild dog. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I said, I absolutely love this tie-in. We got to see Moon Knight back to his just pure brutality. I think that is one of the reasons I found the comparison between Rorschach and his prison time, because Rorschach was just absolutely savage. And that's exactly what we see Moon Knight doing. And I would say that Moon Knight, he even did it better, because he came here on purpose. He chose to be locked up, all to protect somebody that is underneath his mission, coming in here to give a message to Marco to ensure that he pays for everything that he has done or he might do, protecting that little girl and his ex-wife. Inside of this environment, Moon Knight has found himself again. He has found that anger, that violence, that brutality inside of him. He is finally letting it go. And as soon as Reed Richards and the others break out of prison, Moon Knight is going straight for Wilson Fisk. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you are truly enjoying the content that we have coming out, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that super like button. You can donate any amount of money that you would like to the channel. Also, if you would like a comic covered, be sure to comment it with your super like and we will be getting to it. I promise it, guaranteed. If you donate to the channel, we will cover whatever comic that you would like. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.